We'd had Tom's name down for Grassmead since before he was born.
Brian went there, didn't you, love?
Yep, I was a Grassmead guy, like my father and his father before him. There's a bit of a tradition within our family that the men go to Grassmead.
It's a wonderful school.
Well, obviously, since the Saunders boys have been attending Grassmead since God knows when, we had no trouble getting Tom's name on the list when Jan was about 6 months pregnant with him.
He went to a local primary school around this area, but you know, when it came to his secondary education, we wanted him to follow in his daddy's footsteps.
It's a pretty prestigious school, you know. Great reputation. We know tons of couples who do anything to get their sons named down for Grassmead.
So when the accident happened, we just thought it would be a shame to let that spot go to waste.
Yeah, they just give it to some Johnny-come-lately kid who had no real relationship with the school.
We really couldn't stand the idea of that.
So, since I'd had such a great time there when I was a boy, I decided to take Tom's place and go back to Grassmead myself.
It didn't take much on our part to convince the school to let you back in, did it, love?
No.
Tom was very recently dead when we approached the Board of Governors about it.
We drove down the day after he drowned, in fact.
When they saw how upset we were, and what with Brian's father and grandfather having been at the school too, well, they were quite happy to admit Brian for the second time.
Plus, you know, our name was already down. It was easier for the school that I put on the blazer, so to speak, rather than them having to get in touch with another boy on the waiting list. I must admit it was a trifle odd at first. I trained as a lawyer and had been working as a barrister for 17 years, so moving from that field straight back into a class of 20 11-year-olds was something of a culture shock.
But you're really enjoying it now, aren't you, darling?
I'm happier at Grassmead now than I was first time around. I forgot how much I loved history and physics. The food's brilliant.
He's always having his little friends round at weekends and after school, aren't you, love?
Sometimes, yes. But mostly we go to Johnny's. He's got an Xbox.
We're struggling financially, but it's fun for me too, really, having all these boys running around the house again. It's as if Tom isn't really gone.
Yes.
I've got the best of both worlds now, a husband and a son all in one.
It's the best decision we've ever made.